First of all, I want to say congratulations, Coach Forbes and the basketball team this morning. First time I've ever seen a 6 a.m. basketball game. They must have got up at about 3 in the morning because I didn't see any ill effects of being sleepy or whatever. They played a great game. I thought the crowd was great, a lot of noise, a lot of excitement. Steve's got them playing hard and playing fast, and that was a big win today because I know what kind of history the team that they played against in Green Bay has had over the years, so he beat a really good team. So congratulations to him and his basketball team, and excited to see where they can take that thing. How many of y'all got a chance to come to the ceremony yesterday? Anybody? Great day for the groundbreaking of the stadium. Had a great crowd, and everything we've done here at ETSU since I've been here has been like that. Very well attended, a lot of passion, a lot of excitement. It was exciting to see all the alumni there, all the faculty there, all the coaches there from other different sports, our football players there, and a number of people that have made tremendous donations and commitment to our university to help put this stadium together. But exciting time for all of us, and great time to be a Buck. And there's no doubt that once we break ground, which probably will be in the next week, I'm not exactly sure what day it will be, Mr. Niswanger, I think he broke a couple trees yesterday. I'm not sure how much ground he broke, but I know one thing. I made sure I was way out of distance of that tractor that he was in. So, but it was a great day. I think everybody enjoyed it, so it was a good time. Looking back at the Gardner-Webb game, disappointing. We obviously played a really, really good defensive football team. Same thing that I've talked about week after week after week. Score 7-3 with about 3 minutes to go in the first half, and we're in the ball game, and then real quick we're behind 21-3, and after that it was over with. But if you look back at the stats, I think the most telling thing was the first quarter. They had the ball 29 plays. We had the ball 7 plays. Obviously that made our defense be on the field a long time, and I think because of that we didn't have the same stinger the third and fourth quarter that we had been having. But because of that, the defense had played well at spurts, and I thought kept it in the ballpark, made them go a long way to drive. But then after that, they got 2 big plays that really, really hurt us. So that was disappointing. But you know, it was just one of those ball games, very frustrating. We did some good things, but again, we didn't do enough good things to be in the ball game in the fourth quarter. If you look back at Gardner-Webb, just looking at it, we've played 6 football teams on the FCS level that are ranked in the top 20 in FCS defense, and I didn't realize that till Kevin put together a stat sheet. So we hadn't moved the ball as well on offense as we'd like to, but a lot of that may have to do with some of the type of defenses we've had to play this year. We've got to get more consistent. If you look at the good, the bad, and the ugly, obviously the good was that I thought we competed for 4 quarters. I thought our guys tried to win the football game. Offensively, we did not convert on third down for the second week in a row. We were, I think we were 1 of 12, which is not very good. I mean, anytime you're doing that, you're getting off the field too quick. If you look at their time of possession, it was about 3-1, and that's not a good stat to have. You know, it's hard to evaluate our quarterbacks right now because we're getting in so many third and long situations that people are pinning their ears back, and you know, our quarterbacks basically have had to run for their life, which is not a good thing. And so you know, it's hard to evaluate them play after play, game after game, because we hadn't been able to see them sit back there and actually set their feet and throw the ball. So that's disappointing. I do think that even though we didn't run the ball as well as we would have liked last week, I do feel like we're getting more physical. We just got a long way to go, but I do feel like we know where our weaknesses are right now offensively and where we need to go in the offseason to improve that. Defensively, I think the consistency and getting better each week has been good. This past week was a little bit disappointing because we didn't feel like that Gardner-Webb would be able to move the ball as well as they did. Obviously, the quarterback, we said going into the game, if we stop him, we win the ball game. If we don't stop him, we lose the ball game, and we didn't stop him. You know, he was responsible for basically 300-something yards running and throwing. Good-sized kid. I thought he did a good job operating. Their offensive line was big and strong. But again, we've got to be able to make the plays, and we have to make them. Again, we gave up 2 big plays that really, solidified us getting beat. So, again, like I say, a disappointing loss, but I think a loss that we can build off of. We're getting ready to play a football team, Kentucky Wesleyan, who, when I grew up, I knew them as a basketball school. They've been phenomenal in basketball in the 60s and 70s before a bunch of y'all were born, but I remember them well. And I think they're still been really good traditionally year in and year out in basketball. They've had football now for a number of years. Offensively, will probably be about as good a throwing football team as we played all year. They'll throw the ball all over the ballpark. You better bring your lunch when you come to the game because it may be a long, long game. Because it wouldn't shock me one bit to see them throw it 40 or 50 times. I mean, that's been their M.O. Quarterback, good guy to watch on film, not as good a guy to have to watch in a game. He's got a lot of confidence in himself. He throws it from every different direction. He'll throw it sidearm. He'll throw a typical traditional pass, and they throw the ball deep quite a few times a game, more than anybody we've played all year. And they've got a good wide receiving crew. They've got 3 or 4 guys that can run well, got some quickness, got some size and height. Running wise, they're not averaging that many yards, but if you start playing the pass too much, they do have the ability to run. I think they're very, very well coached. They do a good job of knowing how to attack coverages. They need to know where the dead spots is in the defense. But we'll have to play really, really well on defense to make sure that we don't let them score. And I think along with that, offensively, we're going to have to do a good job of time management, converting third downs, making sure we stay on the field. We don't need to get in a situation where we're 3 and out and then they're back on the field, because that's not going to be good. I think they've got a good, solid football team. We're going to have to play obviously better than we played last week to win. But right now we're more concerned about us than we are them or anybody else we play. What we want to do is go into this offseason feeling like that we've made a lot of improvement over the last 5 weeks. I think we've made improvement in some areas. I think we leveled off a little bit last week. So this last game that we play, we'd like to get better. And like I say, going into offseason, understanding where we need to improve in certain areas. Obviously, like I said, with the number of guys that we have that are really, really young, we're going to improve just because of age next year, but we need to also improve on the field as far as just getting bigger, stronger, and faster and being more mistake-free than we are right now. So that's it in a nutshell, guys, and hopefully the weather will be good this weekend. I think it's supposed to be, but we're excited about it. It's a great opportunity to be back home, obviously, in this last home game. And right now I think our players, they're still playing hard, they're still trying hard, and that's very, very important. Again, I go back to this past game. Defensively, we had 3 guys, River Boroff, Dylan Weigel, and Tony Welch, all were in high double figures in tackling. That's good and that's bad. That's good for them because they made a lot of plays. That's bad for us because we were on the field that long and they had to make that many plays. And anytime you've got a safety making 15 stops, that's not a good thing. So, but I am excited about where those guys are. Rivers, obviously, in my opinion, made a tremendous amount of improvement all year long. He's a guy that takes tremendous personal pride in what he does and how he does it. So we're excited about the direction a lot of those guys are going, because I think we've made a vast amount of improvement defensively, especially in our tackling. We've gotten we're a lot better tacklers now than we were the first game of the season. Offensively, we've still got to do a better job of converting on third downs, and when you're not converting on third down, sometimes you question yourself, because what could I have done different, or what play could I have called differently to get us in a situation to get that first down. So we're just still searching and pecking, trying to find an identity, finding out who our best players are at each position, finding out what areas that we need to go out and do a better job in recruiting, and understand that the level of competition is going to pick up next year because we are in the SoCon, so we're going to be facing good football teams basically week in and week out. So it is what it is. So, but again, like I say, I got to compliment our players. I think they've responded well all year long. They've competed. They've tried. They've given us great effort on the practice field. They've done things right off the field, and like I say, I see a lot of upside to where we are right now.